Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. We are going to start our presentation. Is there anybody that we still need to wait for? You guys can just hop on over to the chat section and tell me if we have to wait for anybody. Otherwise, I'm going to jump straight into it. Leaders, do you want to let me know if it's okay to get started? That will be great. All right, we're going to get started. I'm recording this call, so we will download it and then send it onto your WhatsApp group, and you can send it to prospects if you like. So I'm going to try and run through this opportunity as quickly as I can to give you a brief overview of the company, and then we'll do a quick Q&A afterwards if you've got any questions. If we're just 7 participants, then I will be over 9. Okay. Then I'll unmute you guys, and then we can do it verbally instead of going through the chat section, if that's okay with everybody. Is that all right? Okay, so for those of you that don't know me, my name is Sherry Ward. I've been with Mirror Trading International since April 2019. It has been an unbelievable opportunity. I have a little bit of a different story with MTI because I don't actively recruit and build the business nearly as well as some of the people on this call does today. For me, it's about doing the presentations, education, support, helping as many people as I can. Having said that, though, I do have a massive team with Mirror Trading International. My team is sitting at over 7,500 people. And congratulations, MTI, because today I believe we have reached 27,000 people across the world that are trading with Mirror Trading International without any hassles or confusion or difficulty. And equally as many people earning through our binary structure and our multi-level marketing side. So I'm going to run very quickly, if that's okay with everybody, and then we can get straight into asking the questions that you might have. So Mirror Trading International was started in April 2019 by a man by the name of Johan Steinberg. He's based here in South Africa in Limpopo, and what an amazing guy. He truly has a vision for the company to enrich and help and aid as many people as he can. And when you meet him, and I believe that he will be making a guest appearance on one of our calls this week, you will agree with me that Johan's heart is in the right place. And I think that's new in network marketing, finding somebody with a vision that speaks volume about helping people and uplifting communities. He doesn't draw a salary from the company. He is a member just like us. So he also builds his organization. But at the end of the day, Johan's vision is truly, truly to help as many people as we can. And as we look to expand MTI into Africa, West Africa, Central Africa, Asia, and even West Africa, we're looking at massive, massive growth and a company that can definitely support that growth. So our vision is to maintain our sustainable product. The product that MTI offers is a trading solution for people who don't know how to trade. So MTI is a Bitcoin-based business, and they trade your Bitcoin on your behalf every single day. We do hundreds of micro trades every day, and those trades are recorded on a very sophisticated back office system that runs every single trade that you can see on your account, done in a full transparent status every single day. So we get excited about the fact that we have this statement because it gives you a transaction ID, a timestamp, and you can see every single one of the hundreds of trades that get done on your account. So the transparency is something that we pride ourselves in. Consistent results is something that we have attained since the inception of the company, and we love the fact that we earn an average of 0.5% a day. So as something that we get to earn with this company without having to trade ourselves. It is a do-it-for-you system, and our results have been very, very consistent. I will show you our March results in a second or two. I actually need to update this presentation with our April results because they've been even more phenomenal. But we haven't had a negative trading day to date. Having said that, however, we need to become accustomed to the fact that we might have a negative trading day coming up in the future. We have no control over that, but we do manage our risk in that we only trade with 5 to 8% of your account every single day. And like I said, we do hundreds of micro trades with our trading software. So the earning potential on the trading side is unbelievable. Obviously, the more Bitcoin you have invested with the company, the more your growth is going to be every single day and every single month. We have a system that allows you to compound your growth every day and withdraw whenever you like. The communication and the support that we have with NTI is something that I think we can improve on, but we're definitely working towards that with our company Telegram group being sorted this week. We are putting presentations in our back office. There are training and marketing materials in your back office system that you can use as well. The system and the website is being updated in the next week or two. We believe that as you run a company, especially a company that has grown so quickly, you need to move with the times and make changes as the time allows for it. And that is something, I beg your pardon, that Johan has been very good at. He is a master at implementing systems, making them work, and making sure that we have got the best product, a sustainable product that yields consistent results. So the product is trading for you. Do you have to do anything to qualify for that? No. Are there any fees? No. No joining fees, no monthly subscriptions, nothing like that. So for us, this is a company for the people, by the people, and Johan is implementing those strategies in a very constructive kind of way. So we're going to move on to show you how the profits get generated every single day. Now, these profits get divided every single day and get paid out daily and weekly. So let's run through that quickly. You've got NTI, the company, the traders and the trading software that is exclusively contracted to NTI, and then you've got you. So you see, individually, these entities aren't fantastic. NTI without a client base or without trading software is just another company. Trading software that is really effective is nothing without capital or a company managing that contract. And you trading on your own, I'm sure you guys will agree with me, it is a tedious process. It is a process that often yields bust accounts very, very quickly. And it's difficult to trade like trading software would. So state-of-the-art artificial intelligence employed by NTI, contracted exclusively to NTI, that trades on your behalf every single day. So the profits that we're going to show you in a second or so gets divided in the following way. 10% goes to NTI. So if we made $100 worth of profit for today, 10% goes to NTI. What does NTI do with that 10%? Well, they pay referral fees to the new members that have been signed up. Then they're going to pay for the administration of the company, upgrading of the system, and any other company costs that they might have from that 10%. 20% goes to our binary structure, which is embedded in our MLM network marketing side of things, which I'm going to chat to you in a second. Then we've got the actual traders that used to take 30%, but recently Johan has negotiated with them to drop their commission to 25%, and the remaining 5% has been worked into a leadership bonus, which I'll chat about in a second as well. And then finally, the bulk of the profit, the lion's share of the profit, goes to you, the NTI member, which is 40%. So you literally are doing the least amount of work, but getting the most amount of profit. Whatever profit is generated, 40% is added back into your capital every single day. It is automatically compounded, and you can withdraw whenever you like with relative ease and speed. So the Bitcoin cycle in NTI is you are the capital Bitcoin investor. You give your Bitcoin to NTI. NTI trades it for you with our trading software on our trading platform. You get to keep 40% of the profit, 25% goes to the trader, 20% to binary, 10% to NTI, and 5% to our lucrative leadership bonus. This is exactly how the profits are broken up every single day. It is important to notice that there is no flushing of volume. There is no breakage. Every single cent of profit gets paid out. So the weekly profits we'll chat about, that comes from the network marketing side of things. But the administrative costs of running the company and the compounding for the trading happens every single day. So this is why you want to get involved with NTI. What is Bitcoin? So a lot of people ask me about Bitcoin, and I know that there's a lot of hesitance around getting involved in Bitcoin opportunities out there, but they really shouldn't. Bitcoin is the way of the future. If you look at how many businesses have failed in these trying economic times, it takes one virus to cut your income in half or even close your business's doors. Lots of people that own conventional businesses will tell you that they are going through the most trying time when it comes to business at the moment. Now, us with NTI, having our monies invested with Bitcoin, we are smiling all the way to the proverbial bank, if you can put it as such, because Bitcoin, if you imagine the internet to be a country, Bitcoin is that country's currency. It's a decentralized system. It's not owned by anybody. It allows you to do transactions across the world with relative speed. People say that Bitcoin is unreliable, which is not true. I mean, our South African rand has lost 40% of its value in the last 2 months. Bitcoin has increased in value. Since its inception in 2008, when one Bitcoin would have cost you $1, today that same Bitcoin is going to cost you close to $7,500. Now, that is massive growth for any kind of financial currency that you could look at. Bitcoin is easy to transact with. We're allowed to do business then with anybody across the world, like I said, with ease and speed. And that's why MTI uses Bitcoin. Because also, as the Bitcoin value increases, your capital amount increases because we're a Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out organization. Finally, the future of Bitcoin looks very, very bright. We've got the halving coming up in May, and I believe that we're very close to May. I don't know what the dates are anymore with this lockdown. But at the end of the day, if you look at the Bitcoin future, that alone should be a good enough reason to get involved with MTI, as they help you to grow your Bitcoin portfolio. So even if you don't do the network marketing side of things, which would be crazy, but even if you don't, you'll still earn Bitcoin every single day off the trades that get done for you in our state-of-the-art trading system. So I love the fact that we're working with Bitcoin. It is convenient, it is financially sound, and it's a great decision for your financial future going on forward. If you are not increasing your Bitcoin portfolio, you're going to have a serious problem in the next couple of years, especially as we see banking and financial regulations locking down on people all across the world. So this is what our leadership looks like. And it's important for you to know that there's always somebody to talk to at MTI. I should actually include Vince Ward's picture on here because most of you are on his team, and Nick Owusu as well. But you'll see there in the top left-hand corner, that's my husband and myself, Clinton and Sherry. We have been in network marketing for 7 years. We understand network marketing. We have made some decisions in companies that we never should have joined, but we've also joined massive companies and made millions and millions of dollars and rands all across the world. So we understand network marketing. We understand building teams. I'm a good trainer. Clinton's a good recruiter. So we make a good team. Then you've got Yuli and Joel Santiago. These guys are amazing as well. They're over in Florida in the United States. Joel has owned his own network marketing company before, and then he's turned to MTI. He's one of our top earners, top leaders. They've got a huge Spanish following. Joel's team actually have one of the highest densities of binary qualified members in the world, and that's his strategy. He works his team. They do calls twice a week, training, very hardworking servant leader. He works with Scott Smith, and what's funny to note is that these two guys are not in the same team, but they work together. So it gives you a very good idea of the kind of mentality we have with Mirror Trading International and our team members. We have a culture of working together, helping one another, doing these Zoom calls for your team leaders. So for us, it's all about servant leadership and helping as many people as we can. CD Ramanamane is a wonderful queen of network marketing. She's really good at what she does. And CD's been with the company for, I think, give or take 2 months. And she has done phenomenally well. She has freed herself financially in the 2 months that she's worked with us in NTI. Clinton is her mentor, and she'll tell you that she loves him. He pushes her and he drives her, but excellent leader. Russell Gerard, again, also good experience with background trading. He understands the numbers. He understands network marketing. And Ignatius Bell, one of the most genuine guys I've met in network marketing ever. He really just is such a good soul, and you will hear his testimonial. If he tells you where he comes from, it's absolutely amazing. 2 leaders worth mentioning that are actually not on this slide is your direct upline and Nicholas Owusu. He's all the way from Ghana. I met Nick 7 years ago. Nick changed my life. He really did. What a wonderful mentor. What an unbelievable network marketer. But I think this industry is devoid of good people. And I can honestly tell you that Nick is a good person. His heart's in the right place. His drive, his focus, his determination. It's something that I obviously look up to, and something that's been a very good influence in my life. And then you've got Vince Ward. Vince is actually part of my family. He is my brother. But Vince is a very accomplished businessman. He has a family. He runs in an industry that is very uncanny for men of his size and caliber to be in. but he's doing a phenomenal job. And then obviously network marketing. He's been a top earner in a company that we were in before as well. And I think that when you look at the collective, the collective energy that all of us bring to the group and the different skill sets that we bring, you're going to agree with me that you are in very, very good hands and that all of us work very well together. So I promised you some results. So let me show you, show you some of our trading results for MTI. These are our recorded results for the trading that gets done on the accounts every single day. So you'll see on March the 2nd, for instance, our total trading profit for the day was 0.7592%. And then you'll see it divided like I showed you in the previous slide. 40% to members, 20% to the binary. The leadership pool is 5%, trading 25%, and MTI taking 10%. And you'll see across all the boards that we have a steady profit margin. So 0.7 on the 2nd, 0.8 on the 3rd, 1.5 on the 4th, 1.08 on the 5th. And then our weekly trading results for that week was 2.4% that our members had received, the daily average of about 0.4. So I always say to people, you can, if you have to do a calculation, work on 0.5% a day or 10 to 12% a month. But you have to know that MTI makes zero claims about future income. We can show you our historic results, but we cannot guarantee anything. Because we are actually trading, you never know what the markets are going to do. In the same breath, however, we have not had a negative day. And you'll see here again from the 9th to the 13th of March, again, 2.3% for that week. This is what the members got into their pockets. So again, our daily average 0.46. The same with the week from the 16th to the 20th. We had 0.45 average per day in members' pockets, which I think is pretty cool. You'll see some days are great, like on the 20th of March, we did 2.2%, so our members got 0.9%. That's really exciting. So it's much of a muchness that evens out, and you'll see that our results are completely consistent. We are conservative in our trading strategies. We don't trade ridiculous trades because we are a company that is very risk conscious. But at the end of the day, I think having consistent results beats having an account that's up and down all the time and you're a little bit worried about what your future looks like. So with MTI, yes, we're conservative, but we've been very consistent. And again, just to remind you, to get these trading results does not cost you a cent. The support, the joining, the administration, the subscription, everything is free. You don't pay anything. So if you put into Bitcoin into trade, the full 2 Bitcoin is going to go into trade for you. There's no deductions from that amount that you've invested. So your Bitcoin is only touched when it is traded. And I think this is important. A lot of people ask about the legality of Mirror Trading International. If we are using one person's Bitcoin investment to pay another person's referral fee, that would make us illegal. So we don't do that. We only pay out profits generated. If there are no profits generated, there are no payouts. So this is important to note. We are not using Peter's Bitcoin to pay Paul. The money is generated through the trading every single day. So we pay our network marketing fees every single Saturday. Cutoff is on a Friday night at 12 o'clock, and our daily trading profit automatically gets added to your account. New members are not necessary for current members to earn from trades or network. Look, there's lots of people that are looking into the future. I get messages all the time saying if we carry on growing like this in 70 months, we will own all the Bitcoin in the whole world, and how's that sustainable? Here's my answer, right? Number one, we can employ other cryptocurrencies into MTI at some future stage if we need to. Number two, if Bitcoin is going to become as scarce as people think it is, then you need to jump onto MTI now because your investment is in Bitcoin and that value is only going to soar when the circulation gets very, very dense. So you want to get involved. Future, we are known for rolling with the market. We know that there are changes that are going to have to come up at some future stage. But we have faith in our systems, we have faith in our leaders, and we've got faith in our owners. So for us to make changes to the organization, to deal with a market that is Bitcoin saturated, we can absolutely do that, and we've got the infrastructure to do it as well. The Bitcoin is generating through trading, not through recruiting. Our pool, our trading pool increases as new people join, and that obviously affects the amount of profit that we're making. But at the end of the day, what drives Mirror Trading International is the trading that gets done, the profit that gets generated that I showed you in the previous slides every single day. So your daily trading profit, like I said, is automatically added to your capital, and you can withdraw whenever you like or please. There's no limitation on drawing. Guys, if you've got any worries about withdrawals, actually do a withdrawal. I heard our CEO, Johan, actually have a conversation. It was with this leader group a while back, saying that when he sees people withdrawing from MTI, he's happy. Where in your life have you ever seen that? You see, it's because he is not reliant on membership. We are reliant on the capital that we have in the pool already to grow that in terms of profits. And even if if everybody withdrew from MTI today, we will still be 100% okay. Okay, it is important to know that the amount reflected on your back office for the Bitcoin and trade is the actual amount that is linked to our trading account. So there is Bitcoin. If everybody withdraws at the same time, every single Bitcoin is accounted for. And I think that is very important. There's no earning limitations on what we can do in trade. There's no cap on trading income. And there's no cap on what you can withdraw. It's a simple system, it's easy to understand, and it's done for you. So it really is a no mess, no fuss, simple system to run. So I'm going to run into the network marketing side of things. Now, a lot of people have an aversion to network marketing, and I want to be very clear about this. I have very little patience with people that are not into network marketing. And for the only reason is that network marketing saved my life. It really did. When I met Nick Owusu 7 years ago and I signed up for my first ever network marketing company with him and Clinton Marks, I mean, I was living on my mom's porch. I didn't have enough money to feed my children. Today, my life looks very, very different because network marketing is the business of the 21st century. You are referring products and services all the time, but you're not getting paid for it. So why did MTI adopt a network marketing strategy? Because network marketing is the cheapest and most effective form of advertising. How do you grow a company? Through word of mouth referrals. And now if we pay somebody for the referral, it just stands to reason that the company is going to grow. And look, it's worked. We've got 27,000 members over in 100 countries since August last year. So you're looking at, what, 9 months? 9 months of this company growing to one of the largest trading MLM companies in the world. It gets very exciting if you see what the possibilities are. So this is the network marketing strategy. Again, a very simple compensation plan. It's easy to understand, and it's a 3-step process. So number one, when you refer somebody to the organization, MTI is going to pay you a 10% referral fee. Again, not from the person who's invested money, but from the profit that was generated in trade last week. So if you refer somebody and they put in 1 Bitcoin, then you're going to get 10% of a Bitcoin paid to you once off arrears. Okay, so in a week in arrears. You refer them this week, you earn your commission next week. It's a very simple system. Then we've got this binary system, which I think is the most progressive compensation plan structure in the world at the moment. This is how it works. 20% of all the profits that were in trade last week gets taken and applied to this binary structure every single week. So you get paid from the same growing volume every week, okay? Every week. So the binary is a growing component of your income. So I want you to consider that we almost have 4,000 Bitcoin in trade. 4,000 Bitcoin in trade. And we are making, give or take, 1.5% a day in total profits. Now I want you to consider how much Bitcoin that is that we are generating every day. It's unbelievable. 1.5% of 4,000 Bitcoin might not seem like a lot, but take that and put it into a dollar value or a rand value or a naira value, you would be amazed. So this is how it works, right? Jack signs up into Mirror Trading International and he signs up Peter. Now in your binary, you get 2 legs. So when Jack signs you up, he's going to put you on his other leg. Now he's binary qualified, by the way. In order for you to earn binary commission, you need to sign up 2 people. So there's Jack, he's got Peter, and he's got you. Now when Jack signs up his 3rd person, Mark, he cannot grow a 3rd leg, which means Mark will be placed under Peter or under you, and that's what we call spillover. Now, you see, this system grows organically because people are building the organization. Your upline is spilling over into your downline. You guys have fantastic uplines that are unbelievable leaders. So I would say to anybody, if you haven't signed up into Mirror Trading International and you're on this call today, don't lose out. You've got unbelievable leaders in this group that are going to be your upline. You've got Sanjeet, you've got Nick, you've got Vince, you've got Clinton, and you've got me. And we are all building into the same leg, right? So you just have to build your lesser leg. You guys are going to create unbelievable spillover. I know leaders in your organization that have teams of close to 200,000 people in their downlines. So when you look at NTI and the prospects and what could happen in this binary system, it's unbelievable. I have signed up 4 people into Mirror Trading International, only 4. And of those 4, I've got a downline of 7,500. I'm close to 8,000 members in my team. I have zero control over my team growing anymore. I've got no control. It's literally, my weaker leg is literally growing about 3 to 4 Bitcoin a day. It gets exciting when you start seeing what the possibilities are. Because how big do you think we're going to grow this with or without you? You might as well get involved and become financial collateral damage. You see what I'm saying? So let me just give you an example. Now I'm using dollar values here just to help you guys to understand the maths behind the binary. But always remember that we work in Bitcoin with NTI, with Mirror Trading International, okay? So what they do is they take the full value of everybody in your left leg, what they've invested in Bitcoin, and then they take everybody on the right leg, and then they pay you proportionately of how big your weaker leg is to the company's portion of that weaker leg volume of the profit that was generated. So let's say in your lesser leg you've got $200, and in your bigger leg you've got $500, then your income is calculated off this $200. Okay, so they basically take your weaker leg and see what slice of that 20% trading profit you are entitled to relative to everybody else's weaker leg. So as you grow your weaker leg, as your company grows, your income is going to grow as well. Okay. So again, starting when you start, that your earnings weekly are going to improve every single week, because as more people join your organization, as the profits are generated every week, and a lot of people miss this, okay? Let's say, for instance, your weekly leg volume this week is on $200. Remember that $200 is in trade, and 40% of the profit for the week before is going back into your weekly leg binary structure every single week. So the product is even growing your network marketing income, which I think is amazing. You earn from that volume every week, every Friday. So you can earn off the same person's capital investment for 3 years, for 5 years, for 10 years. It's all about how long they're in the organization, how long they stay active for. Okay. So I love this binary structure, but the leadership bonuses are even more amazing. So when I teach people about Mirror Trading International, I like to simplify things. So for me, it's all about following 3 simple steps. Sign up, find 2, duplicate. When you build your organization, you want to make sure that people are signed up with an expectation. Don't join our team to sit back and do nothing. We're all here to create a difference. We're all here to create momentum and work together. And when you come into the organization with that mentality, then things just grow. Or you can be like Sanjeet and sign up 6 people in a day. It doesn't really matter. Ramjeet has done very, very well. He's built his business phenomenally fast. There's a couple of leaders I know that are here with him today. He's a very thorough man. I haven't met him personally, but I'm going to be flying to Malaysia soon to go and meet him. But at the end of the day, you're looking at really great leadership. And this leadership bonus is to help you to grow a team. So this is how it works. Let's say you sign somebody up into the organization. You must have a $200 investment. So you must have $200 worth of Bitcoin in your account, okay? And when they then sign up 2 people, in other words, they are binary qualified, then you earn a share of 2.5% of the profit that was generated last week. So what they do is they take 2.5% of the profit and then they divide it amongst all the shares that were earned, okay? So you can earn as many shares as you want. So if you sign up 6 people, and you help 3 of them to become binary qualified, in other words, 3 of them have 2 personals on level 2, right? Then you will earn 3 shares in this leadership bonus. It's important to note that these leadership bonuses expire after 8 weeks, okay? There is another component that is indefinite, but these ones, the P1 leadership bonuses expire after 8 weeks. So I sign somebody up. As soon as I help them to find 2, now they are binary qualified. So for every binary qualified direct that you have, you earn 1 share in the P1 leadership bonus. It's very simple. It's just helping your team, the people that you brought to the organization, to earn binary income. The second leadership bonus is when you help that person that you brought to the organization to earn P1 leadership bonus. So let's say, for instance, I sign up Ranjit. I help him to sign 2. In other words, he's now binary qualified. As soon as one of the people that he signs up becomes binary qualified, then he earns the P1 leadership bonus in the previous slide, and I will now earn the P2 leadership bonus. Now, the P2 leadership bonus is quite difficult to calculate, but you can go and have a look in your back office under your P2 leadership bonus statements if you want to see exactly how it gets done. But essentially, if you help your downline to grow their weaker leg, then your P2 leadership bonus will be more. Okay, so the P2 leadership bonus gets paid out indefinitely. As long as I help my downline to grow their weaker leg, my P2 leadership bonus is going to grow. This bonus you earn forever. There's no expiration on it. The qualifications are pretty much the same. You've got to have $200 in your account. The people you have signed up must have $200. And you must have somebody who is binary qualified who's got to downline that's binary qualified. It's a very, very simple system. And you'll see if you just follow those steps, sign up, find, to duplicate, all of this happens naturally. It's a very a compensation plan that flows very well. So just quickly wanted to recap the MLM side for you. The daily trading profit is automatically added to your capital every day. There's no requirement for that. Even if you don't refer a soul to the organization, you'll still earn that. You get a 10% referral fee a week in arrears once off. It doesn't come from your recruit's capital amount. It comes from the profit generated the week before. The leadership P1 and P2 paid weekly. There are bonus requirements. We chatted about them. $200, sign up, find 2, duplicate. That's how you max out those leadership bonuses. And then the binary income that you earn every week. It's the growing component of your income. Remember that the percentages change because your weaker leg changes. The 20% earned in profit changes, and you need to have $200 invested in Bitcoin value in your back office account, and you need 2 personals in order to qualify for that income. So I want to just pull everything together and say to you that Mirror Trading International, the intention is to help as many people as we can. It's to liken people to Bitcoin, and it's to help people to grow their Bitcoin portfolio. What you do with this opportunity is 100% up to you. There is lots of people that are full on jealous about Mirror Trading International, and it's always going to be like that with a company that has recorded such phenomenal growth. But I implore you, keep your head down, build your organization, help your teams, ask us if you need any help, and I think that you guys could have phenomenal growth like we have had as well. So I'm going to open up the mics. If you guys have any questions, you are more than welcome to ask them now. And then we can see if I can help any of you if you need any more information. Okay, everybody is unmuted. So if you've got a question, let's see.
Carrie, can you hear me?
Johnson, yes, I can hear you.
This is Ranjit. Can you hear me?
Okay, hold on. Okay, do you want to just switch music down? Johnson. Okay, that is not going to work. Okay, let me unmute you. Ranjit, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you?
Fantastic. Today your presentation is even shorter and more precise. You say so much in 2 seconds. Very good.
Thank you.
Quick one. Just like all binaries, when the smaller leg is paid out, it gets subtracted from the bigger leg. We didn't touch on this, and the smaller leg volume disappears. You need new smaller leg volume the following week, correct?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Do you want to just say that for me again?
Okay, so on the binary,
Yes.
when they pay out on the smaller leg, that volume is subtracted from the bigger leg, correct?
No.
The carry forward. The carry forward. Is that carry forward where you minus the smaller leg volume on the bigger leg?
No, they don't. They don't subtract the volumes from either legs. So what happens is they take the total volume on your right leg, total volume on your left leg, and then they just see which one is the lesser volume. So if you've got in that example $500 on the one leg, $200 on the other leg, then you get paid on the $200. You don't get paid on your stronger leg. You only get paid on your weaker leg.
See, my question is, the following day, what are my balances? My balance on the left is 0, and the balance on the right, 500 minus. No?
No, they don't. They don't actually flush the volumes. So here's what happens: they actually take that weaker leg volume, and what they don't pay you a specific amount per dollar or per Bitcoin. All they do use that weaker leg volume for is to see proportionately to everyone else's weaker volume what percentage you will earn of the 20% that was generated in trade the week before.
Gary, that's loud and clear. But can I just ask a point of clarification? So if I have 200 on the left and 5 on the right, and I have no new volume coming in, I get paid for that same 200 every week?
Yes, absolutely. But there's no way that the 200 won't grow, because remember that 200 is being traded along with all the other Bitcoin in the company. So even if you have no new people joining, the chances of your weaker leg volume growing is very, very good, because the company's trading. And all those individual people's capital is improving as the company's trading every day. Does that make sense?
Yes. So you get paid again on the total capital, old and new.
Yes, because that money is in trade again. So that $200 was traded this week, and then you get paid on the 20% profit. Next week, that same $200 in traded again.
That's never heard before. That's incredible. So you get paid for the same volume, even though no new people get in. That's crazy. Yeah.
It is unbelievable. I can tell you that the cleverness behind this compensation plan, and you can also see how it all hinges on the trading. It's not about recruiting. It's about the trading generating those profits week after week after week. And as the capital amount increases, in other words, as people join, the profits increase. So it's a very clever compensation plan.
Thank you. You can unmute me now. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Do we have any other questions, you guys? I must tell you, Ranjit, that was a brilliant question. I haven't had that once yet. People don't grab on quickly these days. If you've got a question, guys, you're more than willing to raise your hand or type a question in the comment section, and we can run through them. All right, then what I'm going to do is I've got a special treat for you guys. I'm going to introduce you to the top earner in Mirror Trading International. He makes a truckload of money, not just through the trading, but through the network marketing side of things as well. And I think it's important to speak to somebody who has built the business so quickly and with so much intention. Yes, we will definitely make the recorded version of this available for you guys. And if you've got any questions, you can personally message myself, Clinton, Ranjit, Nick, Vince. All of us are here to help. I'm going to ask Vince to give us a little bit of a word as well. But let me introduce to you the top earner for Mirror Trading International, one of the best network marketers I have ever met. Clinton has built organizations in the last 7 years that have had me standing in awe of this man's capabilities. He comes from a business background where he's owned his own company, and now literally he spends his days building his Mirror Trading International organization, and he himself can tell you about what he's achieved, what he's earning, and what the company's mean to him. So I'm going to move on over and give Clinton a chance.
Hi everyone. Well, that was not expected. Yeah, look, what you guys need to realize is this is not a company where there's one top earner who's earning all the money. You know, I'm going to keep looking over my shoulder because there's a lot of lions chasing me. I know there's a lot of guys closing in. So for me, it's not just about the money and helping people anymore, but it's the competition. I love competition. So just quickly, I joined Mirror Trade International about 10 months ago, actually 11 months ago. I only started working it in the last 8 months. During that time, I signed on 16 people, and then I worked with my teams. My team is now sitting on over 23,000 members. We're not really allowed to talk about earnings, but if I wanted to, I could buy a brand new car every week. What's nice is, as Sherry mentioned earlier, the money doesn't just come from new people joining. The trades is the trade is insane. I mean, that increases your weekly leg by a couple of Bitcoin a week alone. So what you'll see, the nature of the beast is, you'll earn $5,000 to $10,000 in Bitcoin extra per week. You'll never earn less. You'll always earn more. Look, fair enough. There will be some weeks that the trades aren't as good, but the exponential growth usually always dominates. So yeah, I'm just glad to have all you guys here. Thanks for having me, and over and out.
All right, I'm glad that you guys got to hear from Clinton himself. I'm also going to ask Vince to give you a little bit of his background. Vince is a really good servant leader. He is one of those guys that just has patience for days, far more than me. But Vince also recently started building Mirror Trading International. He's been busy with his own company. And I think it's important for him to give you a little bit of an idea of what he's been able to achieve and what he thinks his future looks like with Mirror Trading. Hi, Vince.
Hi, guys. How's it going? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Thanks.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you very much, Sherry, for the presentation. Right. So yeah, basically, I've been involved with Mirror Trading for quite some time, but definitely not from a trading side. I was just an investor, put money in a while back, and just been benefiting off the trades taking place. And I mean, I've seen my investment grow exponentially. You know, the power of compound interest is really phenomenal. So obviously, with the global economical state that we're currently in, which isn't really a great one, I mean, economies are crashing. You know, my conventional business, which I own, which I put most of my time into, was taking a lot of strain. You know, with today's economical situation, it was tough. You know, I do international trade with other countries, and importing and so forth has become really, really difficult. So I phoned Clinton up a couple of weeks back, and I said, okay, cool, I'm going to straight back into network marketing. And it's just been phenomenal. I think MTI has really made it stress-free for me, in the sense where the product line, in collaboration with the network marketing side, they just go so well together. The fact that Bitcoin, I've always been a big fan of Bitcoin from that day one. My time with MTI, working with guys like Nick, like Sherry said earlier, we met Nick, what was it, 7 odd years ago, and I draw so much inspiration from that man and what he's been able to achieve. It's just an honor to be able to work with leaders like Clinton, Nick, Ramjeet. You are in my organization. I've had the pleasure of starting to work with you. I look forward to what MTI holds in the future. I think it's a bright one.
I think so too. Thank you so much, Vince. It's always nice to hear from somebody that has joined a little bit more recently, but that has a lot of experience. And I am very excited. I think this team has got a lot of potential. There are some powerhouse leaders that are asking the right questions and really pushing and getting excited. So guys, I think that's going to conclude our call for today. I just wanted to thank Vince and Clinton for joining us. And I trust that you learned something. I trust that you got a little bit of a fire in your belly to get started with this company, to grow it. And perhaps you could out-earn Clinton very soon. It's not impossible. Downline can out-earn you at any point because we're a weaker leg volume network marketing company. But at the end of the day, when you look at the trading and what we've been able to achieve, I think that's the real gem. So thank you very much. I am going to upload this recording onto my YouTube channel. I will post the recording in your group. Give me some time to do that. But I thank you for taking time out of your day to have a look at Mirror Trading International. And I really do hope that you are as excited about it and your financial future as we are. So thank you so much. Have a super blessed week. Stay safe during the lockdown. And I hope to see you all on the other side of financial futures and clean financial futures and prosperous financial futures. It will be amazing.